So I have been doing these makeup tutorials, get ready with me's, makeup commentary, beauty commentary for a while now. And needless to say, I don't have a huge following because, maybe there'd be more than two of you with me. And that's fine. I am not really worried about that because I did choose a really niche market or audience, I guess, to, kind of target the disabled beauty space. I'm not worried about a huge following or, getting sponsors or anything like that. I am here for the people that need a little extra help, for the people that can't whip out a creative eye look in under 3 minutes because, a 20 something influencer is trying to get clicks and whip out stuff as fast as possible, right? I'm here for the people that need a little extra time, need a little more explaining, right? Maybe they have grip issues or visibility issues or just anything where they need a little extra help, somebody that's going to slow down and, really explain things, give them, alternate methods maybe, and just kind of be there to give them confidence that they don't need, nail the latest trend or really worry about pulling the most amazing wing or, anything that is super here today, gone tomorrow in our really consumer driven market. For a while, when I was able to use more than 5 hashtags, I was tagging hashtag anti-influencer because really the biggest hacks that I have for the disability community is that I want to de-influence them. I want them to find products that are multi-use. I want to find ways that they can save money because being disabled is hard. There are very few of us that are making a living off of, having a disability. There are amazing creators that I follow, that I love, that are out there doing their thing, but a lot of us are living below the poverty line. And so some of my hacks, my makeup hacks, my disability hacks are finding ways to save money. I'm looking at my table here and I'm seeing, double-ended brushes. And let's see, I'm kind of behind here, but, pencil grips, these little rubber pencil grips that I throw onto my brushes because I want a firmer grip when my hand shakes or my hands are cramping because of my disabilities. So I'm out here trying to de-influence just as much as I'm out here wanting to influence in more positive ways, I guess. And I'm not saying that every 20 something influencer out here is driving the consumerism or that they are going to be a bad influence. I'm absolutely not saying that at all. I have influencers that I absolutely love that are doing it the positive way, the ethical way. But, it's kind of why I'm here now because I have been out here trying to make a difference, right? And a lot of the things that I talk about are brand ethics and how the beauty space that I'm in, the disabled beauty community, is affected by politics, is affected by things out in the world that maybe other people don't have to think about, right? So I'm here today because something very cool was able to happen. So while I am putting on a face and waiting to see if we're going to get maybe a couple other people joining the live, let me tell you what has gone on. And, the people that have followed me for a while kind of know this routine, so I'm not going to go into it. There's not really a lot to it. And I think the guys that we have watching probably don't care. So I'm not going to get into the products or the process or anything like that. If anyone is curious about what's going on, you can go back to other videos. So we're just going to fly through it here. There's not a lot to it, but I am putting on a base because this is a makeup unboxing video in a lot of ways as well. And we'll be trying some things out, seeing if we can do a full face of new products. And so we want to put on a quick base to test those things out and play. So I'm just going to slap on a quick face here while we see if anybody's joining. So why is this a big deal? Why have I made it a live? Why am I doing my first ever live filming? Because I have a fun box that has arrived at my door. And it is one of the coolest things that I have ever received. And I wanted to tell everybody about it. And this is not to brag. This is not to say, hey, look at the thing I have. But it's kind of a culmination of a lot of videos that I've done. And a lot of work has gone into kind of how it's gotten here. So let's go back a little. And would you guess that it has to do with Charlie Kirk, J.K. Rowling, what's his face that was fired for like a week and a half, Jimmy Kimmel, ABC, Donald Trump, Disney, Wet n Wild, a whole bunch of things that probably you would not imagine would end up in a beauty unboxing video. Well, you probably would think about Wet n Wild, but other than that, not really. And I am going to break a rule here and talk about Profusion a little bit. And I guess we'll throw in Elf to Shein, SheGlam. And for the heck of it, let's go ahead and throw in Matt Rife. Yeah, I know. So let's go back. How the hell do all of those end up in a makeup video by little old me? The lighting on my little viewing camera right here, or my fourth phone, makes it look like I'm getting ready for my own funeral. I really hope it doesn't look that way on the live stream. It looks good in my other two cameras. I swear I'm not like this pale. And I did try, you guys, I did try to like add some Christmas decorations. I don't know how many of you guys can see, but TikTok camera. Okay, hold on. Look, I did try to put Christmas lights up, but 5 feet did not go as far as I thought it would. So I'm going to have to grab more. I'll do some Christmas integration in the studio, I promise. Anyway, getting back to it. I'm not actually that goth. I'm just like a baby goth. Also, this is a clue to anybody that has been paying attention to my stories and my videos. Another clue. Anyway, getting back to it. How does all of that get to here? Well, it starts with Profusion Cosmetics, who I used to use almost exclusively on this channel for a while. I was a big fan. I have several of their palettes. I've got a lot of their blushes. I have just a bunch of their products. I used to tout them a lot on this channel because they're cheap and decent for the price. And I liked their Halloween collections. And they do a lot of collaborations and stuff. And I was like, hey, this is cool, right? Until they dropped a Harry Potter collection. And I was like, what the actual fluff? Like, what? How in the world is anybody okay with dropping a Harry Potter collection in 2025? I lost my spit over this, you guys. I was furious. I tagged every creator I could. I did multiple videos. I just lost it. Like, how are we giving our money to that person? And like, no. And I get it. There's a lot of people that are like, hey, this is nostalgia. Hey, I have decided that I just won't buy those products. Like, you know, I'll still buy from the brand, but I'm not going to support that collection. And I'm like, well, yeah, no. Because the thing is, and I've done an entire series on this about brand ethics, and I talked about how, you know, brand deals are struck and licensing and all of that. But, you know, the products themselves are not really how the money is made, right? They get their money from the licensing. That's where it comes from. Like, buying the individual items themselves, that's pennies, especially when you're talking about a discount brand like Profusion. It's like, if you buy an eyeshadow palette for, you know, 20 bucks, whatever, she's probably getting 30 cents from that. The money came from buying the licensing where they can use the logos and the names and the colors and, you know, all of that stuff. That's what we're talking about. So I tried. I wanted people to talk about it. Like, I couldn't handle it. But alas, there was almost no uproar. And in fact, there were a couple of influencers that reviewed the products like it was nothing. And that's when I realized, like, there are a lot of brands that have done collaborations with them. And She Glam, the Shein makeup brand, is one of them. And I had been using a lot of their products too. And I was like, you know what? That's it. I'm done using them. I'm done supporting them. And honestly, I shouldn't have been supporting them anyway. And I talked about this then. There's like sometimes, yeah, because of budget, there have been times when I'm like, you know what? My personal impact on the horrible things that this company is doing is going to be so small. And I need this thing that I've been like, you know what? Maybe it's okay this time. But I've decided no. No. Now it's just too much. It's like, first it's the unsafe conditions in the factories, and then it's the child labor, and then it's the unsafe materials, and then it's the collaborations with that woman. Like, how many times can sacrifice my own ethics and morals for a cheap item? How many times, right? So I threw a hissy fit, honestly, in some videos, and I was like, no, I'm done. And I made it public, and I tagged Profusion, and I, you know, did my hashtags, and I did my thing. And I was like, I'm done. And then a few weeks later, the political world went to hell. Excuse me, I really need to do something here. If you're not using Beauty Treats lip balm, I get mine at Daiso. Why not? This is the best stuff ever. I literally went and restocked and bought like 5, and they were on sale at Daiso for $1 each. So like, yeah. Anyway, if you're not, I don't know why you're not. Anyway, so a couple weeks later, unaliving of Charlie Kirk happened. And like, I have my own separate political videos. I'm not gonna get into that specifically. You can go back and watch those if you want to, but I'm going to keep this to the makeup side of things. So we all know what happened with Jimmy Kimmel and Disney and ABC. So here's where we get into it, why it's a makeup thing. All right. So I'm going to clean some brushes while I get into this because I really need to, but then I promise we're almost there. I've got my base on. I am ready to go. I'm using the Cinema Secrets original quick drying brush cleaner. So it's amazing. Yeah. If you have a makeup lover at your household and you need something, get them for Christmas, but you don't know like their shade, you don't know like what they use for makeup, it's available at Ulta. Get them this is the perfect shade for everybody because it's not a sanitizer. You still have to clean your brushes. Let me put that out there. But for a quick, like, I need to, get this done between washes, put it on the list, go do it now. Thank you. This is not an ad. Nobody sponsors me yet. We'll get into that. Anyway, it cleans them and then they're dry within like 10 seconds. Anywho, we know what happened. Jimmy Kimmel said something which was literally not offensive at all. And he got fired for like 30 seconds. Anyway, there was the boycott of everything ABC and Disney. People were losing their minds and pretending like they actually watched Jimmy Kimmel on a normal basis instead of what the rest of us did, which was sometimes catching the funny clips on social media when it was uploaded. I was already paying attention because Wet n Wild was putting out a Disney villains makeup collection. And for some reason, which I do not understand, brands have been putting out their collections in Walmart before they have been actually releasing them on their own websites or Ulta. So I was waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for the collection to come to the Ulta website because I have my Ulta card, which is an expense I decided to take when I wanted to start doing videos because, I want to be able to talk about things and I want to be able to share them with my audience, all three of them at the moment. But, so I was waiting and I was watching social media to see when it was going to hit Ulta. And I saw something going on, which was absolutely flabbergasting to me. I am going through this. If I'm on your Christmas list, anyway, I'm watching on Facebook because I am 43, which means I am a geriatric millennial, which is hilarious. But Facebook is my main social media. And I'm watching and I see one of the ads for the collection. And I'm excited about it. And then I start seeing the comments. And the comments are, I stand with Jimmy. 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 The boycott of ABC and Disney is now going against Wet n Wild. And it's not even people that are like voicing their own thoughts, right? It's as if somebody has gotten in their ear and told them exactly what to say. So this little army of clones has gotten over to Wet n Wild and they're attacking Wet n Wild and boycotting Wet n Wild as if Wet n Wild had anything to do with the firing of Jimmy Kimmel, right? Not even realizing that this brand deal would have gone through at least a year, most likely, if not longer, before anything had happened with Charlie Kirk, right? And not even realizing that even if they wanted to like purchase any of these items, like Disney already got the bulk of the money. Each individual item at a Wet n Wild price, right? So we're talking like $8 for a lip gloss, maybe, right? In 2025 inflation prices. How many cents do you think Disney's getting for that lip gloss? Is your boycott over Jimmy Kimmel that strong? You're really sticking it to the man there by hurting Wet n Wild, right? What percentage? Like, hello? Anyway, I mean, yes, stand on your morals. That's what I was doing with Profusion, right? I get that. However, I just, like, let's blame the people that we should be blaming, right? For me, yeah, I don't like the idea of a CEO caving to the president. However, I'm more upset that the government is trying to censor the media. That's what I'm upset about. I'm upset that an order was ever made. I'm upset that within that same time frame, the Pentagon was issuing gag orders to the media. Where's the outroar? Like, where's the rage for that? Where's the social media warriors saying, I stand with the Pentagon press corps? Crickets. And then when Jimmy was rehired, did anybody go back to Wet n Wild? So, what did I do? We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Stick with me. What did I do? I bought it. Yep, of course I did. As soon as it got onto the Ulta website, and it didn't all come at once, I bought it. So, I got as many pieces as I could. Some of it is already, like, I got Maleficent's lip gloss. It's already attached to my bag. And this is, I'm going to put it here because YouTube and TikTok already know. So, look at this. I'm going to wait for it to focus. Yep, there it is. See that? It's gorgeous. Maleficent is my favorite. So, of course, I had to get this one. There were 2 palettes in this set. And so, of course, I'm tagging Wet n Wild, right? I'm talking about it. I'm doing looks. My Halloween costume was Maleficent themed, right? So, I'm going off. I'm tagging the brand. I'm making the videos. I'm doing the stuff, right? Let's go ahead and swatch while we're here. Look at these. We've got glitters. We've got shimmers. We've got mattes. We've got, look at these. Look. I don't even know if I'm in camera. Am I in camera? How do I get more camera? There. Like, no, wrong way. Right way. This way. Yes, there we go. Sort of. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. It should be this way, right? No? What is happening? Now am I in frame? Okay. Sorry, y'all. It's like backwards for me. But look at that. Look at the pretty. Anyway, so now that everybody has been waiting, and I did everything I could to try and wait for one of my friends, maybe my sister who's in Oklahoma, we've got to it. So like I said, I threw a fit. I was like, how come, Profusion gets away with doing a collaboration with, female Hitler and nobody bats an eye, but Wet and Wild accidentally gets dragged into this drama with ABC and Trump and Jimmy Kimmel, and people get upset. So I went out and supported them. I made the videos, blah, blah, blah. I tried to get as many things as I could when the site happened, or when it got to the site and all that. So yes, I reboxed it for dramatic effect. All right. So now here we go. What's in the box, y'all? What is in the box? Can I get a drum roll? Who's your drummer? Anyone? Anybody? Come on, y'all. What's in the box? Oh my God. Is it the Disney Villains PR set? Could it be? Is it possible that after all of this time, PR has arrived at my house? Y'all, can you even? Can you even? This is the PR box. Yes, I am freaking out. Yes, it's gorgeous. Yes, we're going to open it. Yes, we're going to swatch it. This is why we're live. This is why I was waiting. Yes, it's getting filmed and everybody's going to get to see the rewatch. But tell me this is not the most amazing thing in the world. And yes, it's going to go up on the shelf. It's going to get displayed. I'm going to buy a new shelf. I don't know. But it's here, so we're going to open it. So, yes. And I don't even know if I have a clean enough space. Maybe I'll go put a towel down, something. I have makeup wipes. We'll just wipe it down. So, I know that everybody got this box like 2 months ago. So I've already seen what's in it, like there's no surprises as far as anything for me, but my first PR box, it's really cool. So anyway, we're going to open it up. We're going to swatch stuff. Now, even though I have discovered that the lip gloss, or at least the Maleficent lip gloss, was safe, there is one product that I do know for sure is not entirely safe, and that is the cooling highlighter, jelly highlighter. And I'm going to test it out on my skin because I do not know how reactive I'm going to be to the synthetic menthol product, but we're going to do that one last, and we're going to do it very briefly just because I do want to see. I've never had any of this stuff that's this texture, not from Wet n Wild, not from any other brand, so I am just incredibly curious. So all right, this is as clean as it's going to get. We're doing it live, so it is a little roughed up. You can tell that this is like back stock. I'm not able to like hold it up the live, but let's go ahead. I will cut open the tape holding it up with the, there they are, little scissors. Is there only the one piece of tape? Trying to hold things up for 3 cameras is a little tricky, but here we go. Oh my God, did that just happen? Okay. All right, let's try that again. So that's the one section. It's got the setting spray, the hand mirror, the 2-sided sponge. Looks like the blush, the jelly highlighter, and the other kind of blush, I believe. There. Oh, okay, yeah, so that is the jelly blush. So mirror, sponge, blush, highlighter, blush, setting spray. All right. And then the part that popped out, I put the cover back in. So this is going to be the other palette. This is a scrub and a balm. This is going to be a colored mascara, liquid eyeliners. Oh, okay. So this is the Maleficent lip gloss. So I have 2 now. So maybe if anyone wants one, Jackie, maybe if you're out there in TikTok world, let me know. Or I could send it, Terry, if you're out there, let me know. And then the Evil Queen. And this is, okay, so this is a balm. So what is this one? Oh, lip mask. So this is a scrub and mask. So I will keep, or, well, no, I don't think if Lauren will want this one. But okay, so let's go through one at a time now and get a closer look. Oh, the TikTok and YouTube. Oh my gosh. See, this is why I don't do lives, because my brain just doesn't work this fast. Jim, hi. Oh my gosh, you just joined at like the funniest time. I'm going to show it for you one more time because, hi, Jim. All right, so I'm going to put this back on so it doesn't all fall. This is for Jim because we love Jim. Hi. So I just got my first ever PR box, and this is level 1. And it's got a eyeshadow palette, lip mask and scrub, colored mascara, lip balm, a plumping lip gloss, another plumping lip gloss. So this is a duplicate. I already have this one, so I'm going to give this one away, and 2 colored eyeliners. And then in the box still, oh, hey, we didn't see this part. So this is the first part of the box. It's got a mirror in it, and then you open it up like a book and reveal the second layer. So this is the makeup sponge, a jelly blush, a jelly highlighter, a cream blush, setting spray, and a mirror. All right, so now we're gonna go through and try out the products. Okay. Oh geez, I don't have Richard here to open stuff up, so did that work? Hopefully. Okay, we may not do a whole look with these. Maybe I'll save that for another video, but we will swatch what we can. If I can get things open. All right, idea for a makeup brand, make everything disability friendly to open things. Come on, what the heck? Thor, come open this. Is that good enough? Watch me break a nail. Oh, I got it. Okay. Now, the only thing with these palettes is they have like a little key on the back that's supposed to tell you like what, almost dropped the box, like what the names are, but it doesn't actually like say which direction to go. So we're just going to swatch. I'm not going to swatch every single one, but let's try some of the ones that look the most interesting. So obviously we have to swatch the purple. Duh. I keep forgetting which direction to go for the live camera. This way, right? Yes. Okay, cool. So let's do, well, no, let's go one each row. So, let's go with this one. This row, let's go, this one. This row, lied. Need a really good red. I've been dying for one. We'll go the purple. Do we do it? Do we swatch the black? Let's see, is this a true deep black? I think so. All right, I think I'm gonna go back in for that white glitter too, but we'll see. So let's swatch. It's really pretty. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, you guys, this is what I'm talking about. This is literally Wet n Wild. Look at that pigment. Look at that. Now the shimmers, let's build up that shimmer a little bit. Shimmers sometimes need a little help because they're not like a matte. The base is a little different, but look at that black. How far is this one swatch gonna go? That's cool. All right, now I need to wipe and go again. Maybe black was a bad idea, but I don't know. Okay, cool. I didn't completely ruin it for the rest of the live. It comes off really easily. That's nice. I swear I'm holding my hand where I think it's supposed to go. Hello? What? I swear it was this way, right? What am I doing wrong? Hello? Hand? What the? I don't know if you guys even saw that. Somebody let me know if you guys saw those swatches. Well, let's just keep going. We'll figure it out as we go. All right, so I said I really wanted to get into this white shimmer here. Now this is interesting. So let's compare because it doesn't look like there's any. So in the other palette, there were a whole bunch of really loose glitters, but so I expected the makeup to be very similar, like the composition to be very similar, but there aren't any loose glitters in this one. Do you see the difference? Like this one is all mattes. This one here is all mattes and shimmers. And this one has a lot of like looser glitters. So they're different in composition. That's interesting. Okay, well, just wanted to go in with a couple more of these shimmers because that is different from the other palette. So let's do these and then we'll move on. Okay, that's really pretty. And I am not in the camera again. What is happening? Why can I not figure out? Can you see that now? Somebody told me. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Can you guys see that? Somebody tell me. How is it that I'm this bad at swatching? I've been doing it for like a year and a half. All right, I give up. Okay, moving on before I lose my mind. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, and I don't know if my phone is the reason why it feels like everything is a little bit behind, so I apologize, but I'm trying to watch it and record on different things. If you guys haven't joined and you don't know what's going on, that's why. I promise if I do more lives, I'll get a better setup than this. But right now, yeah, things are a little chaotic. But I will be, so I am filming also, so there will be a edited version of this that's all cropped down and sped up, and all of the ums and the pauses and stuff like that will be edited out. There will be a full version posted on YouTube probably in a week or two, and then I also cut up the full-length TikTok, and those clips are going to be posted also in the coming weeks. Sorry about that. Got to take the medicines that keep me alive. Part of the disabled beauty is the disabled, and I have to take these 4 times a day, so hold on. Okay, let's keep going. And like I said, I have seen all of this before. I've seen a couple of reviews. Now, I haven't seen anybody review the entire collection. I don't know if they're out there and I just literally haven't seen it or what, but now some of these products, there's not going to be a whole lot that we can really swatch, but I'm going to show you them anyway. So this is the lip mask. It's just, you know, in the bullet, so there's not really a lot to see there. Oh, it smells nice though. Almost like a strawberry shortcake. I don't know. I'll try that. And then scrub is on the other side. That's a deeper smell. More berry, I guess. I don't know. I like it though. Like I said, there's not really anything to swatch there. Their Bad Example colored mascara. That's cute. All right, let's throw this on. Let's actually put some makeup on, shall we? Let me get my little mirror. Let's see what we can do here. All right. Now this does pump air into your mascara, but just to get started, so don't do that every time, but this has been sitting in a warehouse for a while, I think. All right, well, right now it's a little sticky. Might need to work with it a little bit, but I'm starting to see some pigment. Let me just work with it a little bit more. Then I'll get up close and let you guys see what's going on. All right, let's try a little bit more. Okay, there we go. I just need a little help to get started. I love that it's purple because that's my favorite, so I probably will use this. Maybe not on my entire lashes, but what I've seen people do is like do their entire mascara routine like normal and then just use the end to like make a little, like a stripe, like right near the end, and just like stripe a little bit. of their lashes. Okay, so the color isn't like bright in your face. It's more of a mauve-y purple, but I'll get up closer to the cameras and you guys can let me know what you think. All right, so we're gonna charge 3 cameras this time. So let's go live first. You guys can compare. All right, YouTube. I don't know if you're guys are gonna be able to see the difference, but, and then TikTok. All right, so that's fun. I mean, it's not like an amazing mascara or anything. I'm not gonna grab it if I'm going for like a huge wide-eyed look or anything, but it's fun. So, all right, moving on. Okay, so we now have the Not Impressed. I think this is just the lip balm. This one's cute. Like, look, do you see the swirl? It's got like this bronzy orange glitter going through it. We're just gonna swatch this one, but I think it's just like a pH reacting sort of shimmer. Yeah, it's cute, but I think it's probably not a shade I would grab all the time, to be fair. It's cute. Probably wear it with like a lip liner. Okay, let's go over to the eyeliners and just swatch them. So this is the Baddies liquid eyeliner. This one is in Lovely Mess, and this one is in Queen of Mean. So Baddies is the Glimmer Purple. It's just a, and then Queen of Mean, which is a song from Descendants, by the way. If anyone knows which Descendants movie. Ooh, that was a much nicer swatch. Let's see if I can get a nicer swatch from the other one. There we go. Can we get a, there we go. Nailed it. So they're just, you know, cute glitter. I do actually really like how those eyeliner swatches came out. So I'll probably pull those for a look tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow, for the next video. This is going long, so I'm trying to, I'd promised to try and do like a full face, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So I already have the Maleficent Plumping Lip Gloss, so I'm not going to do that one. That's gonna go to a friend, so, or family, I don't know yet. Somebody's gonna get that double, but let's go ahead and swatch this one. Now, this one is gonna burn. It is the plumper, but let's check out the color. And the scent on this one, the other one smells like grape. What's this one smell like? Should be apple. Maybe a candied apple? All right, we're gonna be very careful with this one. Just gonna do the babies to baby swatches because it is gonna burn. I already know it's gonna burn, but it is what it is. Oh, one moment. The live ended. So, all right, well, I guess we lost the live. So I'm just gonna go ahead and continue here for TikTok and YouTube because we gotta get through this. So, all right. All right, so here's the thing that I haven't said. And I was hoping for big surprise and all of it. There was something that I was hoping would get implied. Maybe somebody would ask, but it didn't happen that way. The live didn't go quite as expected, obviously. But yeah, no, I purchased this myself and I was gonna let everybody know that it is on sale at Ulta. I got it for 50% off. And yep, that was my pitch. Surprise. Yeah. So I was going to let everybody know that I think if any of this was interesting to you, if you saw something that you liked, please go support Wet n Wild. This is a really cool collection. I'm going to go ahead and go through and show you the rest of the stuff, but this is amazing. I'm going to go put it up on my shelf when I'm done with this. This box is amazing. I think they did really cool things in here, and you know, I don't think it's fair that they were dragged into all of this. So if you see something in here that you think you want to try, please go support them. Everything is on sale right now over at the Ulta website. And you know, even if you think that Disney is this big evil corporation now, the cut that they're getting from each of these things, especially right now, is going to be so infinitesimal that it's like, just go help them out. So let's keep going. These are the products that are going to be something that I can actually go and apply and test, especially this one here. This is the one I've been wanting to play with the most. So let's get into this one. This is their cream blush. I don't have the, okay, so We Won't Bite cream blush in the shade Wretched. And this is the one I was waiting for. Actually, no, it's not. So this is Cruella's. I was hoping to get Maleficent's, and it may still be coming to the Ulta website, so I'm going to keep an eye out for it. This is not the entire collection. Obviously, this one I bought separately, and I actually did go and buy her Jelly Blush separately. So I don't know why they didn't have every piece in their PR box, and they didn't do a separate PR box. So you can get the pieces individually if you want to collect all of the pieces from your favorite villain. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to collect all the pieces from Maleficent, even the ones that might burn me, because I can still put them up there. So let's go ahead. This one is Cruella's. So let's swatch it first, and then maybe we'll go up onto my cheek. But we'll just go ahead and do a cute little swatch here. I mean, it's not anything crazy, but it's a shade I don't have. And that's really like, it almost melts to a powder finish. And that is a pretty color. I mean, I don't really have like a red based blush. Let's try that with a brush. Let me clean this real quick. Yeah, now let's just go straight in with a brush and see. That wasn't quite dry yet. That's okay. All right, if we ignore the application and the fact that my brush still smells like alcohol, because I didn't quite give it enough time to dry. It is a really pretty color, so I will actually be reaching for this quite often, I think. Yeah, and they do have the little stamps of the character, and this one kind of looked similar with all the plastic covering all over it up to the dragon from Maleficent, but yeah, I like this one. I will be reaching for this one, so that will go into my daily use pile. Is this dry enough now to blend out? No, it is not. That's better. Okay, cool. So that's going into my daily use. What's next? Okay, now let's get into the jelly blushes and highlighters. So again, I bought Maleficent's individually, so let's pop hers out. Hers is in the shade Fiery. And then, anybody getting Deja Vu? Yeah, I bought it twice. Oops. So I guess we'll do a little gift pack. So I now have 2 of the jelly blushes and 2 of the lip glosses. So let me know, and we'll do a little kit. 2 blushes and a blush and a lip gloss. All right. Oops. So let's open one and do a swatch. You know, these are the jelly textures that everyone came out with. They look kind of like Jello. They leave like a really wet stain. See how they kind of wobble? And if you don't like retract it, they break very easily. And you'll want to keep this little plastic piece too, just to make sure that it stays moist in there. And so for the swatch, I decided to like color in my little tattoo. Okay, now here's the tricky one. This is the one, and I'm going to double check it because we had this issue last time, that I'm fairly certain is going to hurt. So this is the Bad Rep Jelly Highlighter in the shade Infamous. And let's read over some of the ingredients. Starts with water. Good. Glycerin, butylene glycol, synthetic, blah, 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 silica, sodium chloride, blah, 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 tin oxide, glycerin, blah, 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 aloe, menthone, glycerin, acetyl. That's the one that's going to hurt. But let's see how bad. So it's fairly far into the ingredients. So what that means is this is going to have a cooling sensation. And for most people, that's all it does. For me, this risks potentially burning my skin, but you're going to see it's gorgeous. And yeah, so we're going to try it, and then we're going to immediately be prepared. Oh yeah, I smell it. Okay. But do you see how beautiful this is? Like, do you see it? I know you do because I'm blocking the camera. Is that not the prettiest, sparkliest highlighter you have ever seen? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rub it on the other side of my tattoo, just a little to fill it in so we can see the sparkle. Oh, I can smell it. Oh God. Okay, we got it sparkling. All right, now we're going to put it away and we're going to wipe it off. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to let it stay there. I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to see how bad the reaction is. Is it something that I can handle or is it not? Like, where is it on the pain scale? Is it like lip plumper pain? Is it give me a migraine pain? Because once it's sealed, it should be sealed, right? I sealed it back up. I'm no longer reacting to it up here. Like I said, it's, well, no, I am still reacting to it up here, but we'll see. Because here's the thing. It's a synthetic, so I don't know just how bad I react to the synthetics. So we're doing a test here. All right. In the meanwhile, let me show you the rest of the box. So we have a sponge, which is glittery, and it has Maleficent on it. And it's staying in the box because I can't get it out. So yeah. Hello. All right. Now this is cool. Apparently it smells really good too. So this is their Sinfully Sweet Finishing Mist, and it is full of glitter. If you see that swirl there, do that again for y'all over in TikTok and YouTube world. Look at that. We're going to finish my face with that. Now this. I was not sure how I felt about this one. We're going to see it. So I didn't know this actually folded. I would have gotten it like a long time ago. But this is their hand mirror that comes with it. The magic mirror, of course. And oh yeah, that's satisfying. Okay, I actually really like that. I didn't know it folded. But this side is like rubbery. And then this side folds down to like end up kind of compact size. Okay, I like that. Yeah, I really like that. And then in the book, there's like the bigger mirror as well. Okay, well, you know, the highlighter isn't killing me. It's not turning red. That's why I did like the jelly tint on one side, so we had a comparison. I mean, I feel it, but it's nowhere near like what the like lip plumper does. You know what I mean? Like it definitely burns. It burns significantly, but it's not like as bad as the lip plumper does at all. Now, what I'm finding interesting, honestly, is how much the lip balm stained. That is not what I was expecting. So the glittery lip balm that we tried on, the like pH adjusting one, has stained significantly. So, okay, well, maybe this won't be so bad when done over makeup. Gosh, I can smell it though. I don't know if I could do it on my face because I can still smell it. I don't know. And it's a very glittery highlighter. It gives that like frosted highlighter look. I don't know. Okay, well, I think I'm going to end the live here. Thank you to anybody that joined in. Like I said, the jelly tint didn't tint. That's nice. I guess they didn't call it a tint. They actually called it a blush. So maybe it's not supposed to tint. It just was similar in consistency to the ones that do. So I actually like that because I don't like the idea of like staining my actual face. So yeah, this was a win. I really like this. And then, of course, I loved this one. So I want to get the Maleficent version when it's available. But yeah, so that was our Disney Villains PR box from Wet n Wild. Let me know which ones were your favorites. Was there any that you were unsure about? Are you going to get anything? Let me know in the comments. And thank you for joining me. Should we do this again? Should I figure out a better setup? Let me know. But thank you for hanging out with me. And as always, stay safe, be kind to yourself. I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.